Today is the launch of a brand new delightful dimensional dies, and it's called It's Santa. And here is one of the cards. So they are designed, we'll get in closer, that to go with the basic crosshatch, and that just operates like this. Your card goes flat in the mail, but then it just pops up as easily as you just saw. And don't you love Santa and his sleigh? How those reindeer just circle around that moon right over that forest of houses. Okay, don't you love it? Will you please come play with us? Okay, let's get into this. Now, the basic crosshatch, let me just explain that just for a moment. There are 4 cutting dies, that big arch that you saw, plus those pieces that hold it in the front, and they just slip together. There's no glue required. They have slits in them, and they're just going to go like that, just slide in. And they're going to work perfectly. Like I said, flat to mail. By the way, these will fit into our 10 cards package, so that's going to work nicely for you. And no glue is necessary for the basic crosshatch. Of course, you will want to glue the other pieces on. Now, the It's Santa, there are 8 cutting dies. You can see that big forest piece, and the Santa, as I talked about, we've got 2 different houses, one with smoke coming up, 3 different sizes of the trees, and then, like I said, the great big moon that's right there. Now, when Debbie did this, and this is the one that's on the back of the package, she used a paper that hasn't been released yet. So I'm just going to show it to you and then take it away. Okay, this is called Forest Magic. This is the 6x6. That's what she used. She also used the Forest Magic Solid. Now, this will be out in October, so please be surprised when that happens. And this is the sheet that she used for the front that she did her cutting from. And okay, so that's enough about that. So all of those colors that are there, those were all in the solid cardstock, so you can see. And you see what she did with the houses. She put a tan behind the front door, she put a yellow behind the windows, added a different color for the roof, and of course the smoke is going to be the cream color. Same thing with the other little house, so that's nice. And this is that big piece of the trees, but then the additional trees are there too, so that's nice. Now for her moon, so she did it out of the brown, but then she also did some inking. So she used the cocoa bean and of course a blending tool just to go around the edge of that, just to give it a little bit more of a definition. So that worked nicely. And can you see the detail? Yeah, thank you, getting tight. You can see the detail of the die is those reins that go from reindeer to reindeer. The reindeer are just beautifully die cut. And Santa in his sleigh. Now, you could die cut that out of a different paper. Debbie used the silver ink pad on a piece of that and then trimmed it to fit and put it on top. The Believe came from the Christmas Tiny Words and Phrases. This is a pack. I believe there's 10 sheets in here. It doesn't say, but all different colors. So you've got lots of words to add just like this that are just perfect for smaller areas, but really pack a punch. So that's nice. On the back, that's where you're going to write your message. So let me just turn this around, take that off. And a Merry Christmas is what she has used. And this is another of the papers that you are going to be mum about, right? Okay, so that's good. So this is the one that's on the package. Then let's get into what she has done especially for today. Well, the lady did it again. She's giving you an early look at another brand new paper pack, and it is showing this one. So look at that. Isn't that fun and jolly? And look what she did, how she foam taped the Santa and then let the deer come over on top of the trees. Interesting. There's one of the houses. And she used the paper. Well, let's talk about the paper. Be surprised when this launches a little bit later this month. It's called Christmas Cardinal. and you can see lots of cardinals in it, but there's also a snowman. So she does a really wonderful job of choosing what papers and where to use them. So she really uses them to their best advantage, I think. Now the Christmas cardinals, the 6x6, and then also the Christmas cardinal solid. So you're going to get all of those colors. That is being used for all of those die cuts, as you can see. And just really, really fun. Now this will again fold down flat and then turn over. She did the moon right there. Oh, what fun. This again is out of the tiny words and phrases. You can see the that's all those trees on the back, and then she used them on the front too. So just fun to see those reindeer kind of going for the house, isn't it? A little bit lower. Ho, ho, ho. That's part of the tiny words and phrases dazzles. Oh, by the way, snowflakes. Do you see the snowflakes shining? Yes, that's a snowflake dazzles. This is the white ones, and lots of different sizes, 3 different sizes. You've got tons of them here. So that's going to be very nice. Okay, so you're seeing 2 paper collections, but don't tell anyone because that's a secret. Okay, now we're going to go into this one. And this is really different and gorgeous. Okay, so can you see what's going on there? I'm going to put a white paper underneath this just to make sure that you're really seeing it. Look at that. Wow. Now, this she has used. Let me show you. This is Snowfall, and you can see that she's got the Snowfall, and she used white, as you can see, with all of those trees, that border of trees in the back, the individual ones, even the house. She put a little pennant, cut it out of the cardstock. Even her moon is white, all of those. But look at the Santa. The Santa is out of black glitter, and I think it is brilliant. As a matter of fact, I put the black glitter cardstock into the Money Saver, and I'll talk about the subscription later, but the people who subscribe will get a sheet of the black glitter for free when their dies are sent. Okay, so Snowfall. Now, the Snowfall is an earlier paper. It's lighter weight than the papers that we do now. So what she found is that she wanted to put it on another cardstock. So she did attach it to the Floral Luxury cardstock, and that also just gave her more substance. So that's what she did. So she die cut, this is really basically the arch piece. So she cut it out of the Snowfall, has actually cut 2 pieces, and then she's got the solid in the middle. And look at that, isn't that just gorgeous? How well that plays with the front of the card, doesn't it? Just beautiful. She did do some inking. That was done, of course, with the Orchid ink pad, as you can tell. And again, her selection of papers is just spot on, because with that purple down at the bottom and the purple inking around the top, it's just beautiful and quite striking. Okay, that little greeting there, that was one of the die cuts, the Snowfall die cuts, with, again, some of the tiny words and phrases dazzles on them. So again, it's just going to pop down and we'll pop into the envelope to get mailed. Okay, I've got one more idea that Debbie is sharing with us. Now, you can see on this, let's see, what did she use? She has Sparkling Season. This is the 12 by 12. And then also the Sparkling Season Solid. Just makes everything work together. So she covered her card with the green cardstock. Let me show it to you this way. And then she cut another patterned piece, slightly smaller, and glued it to the card front. And then also took a piece of red and matted it on the green. And then that became her focal. So this is one of the cutouts, another of the cutouts from the paper pack. And then, of course, these are the trees from the cutting die. But what about Santa, you say? Well, let's open this up. And there he is. Look at that. Wow. So this works beautifully on the inside. So she covered this and covered this. Now, for this riser, let me show you what she did, because I think it's really smart. I'm going to set that aside, bring this in. So you're going to need 2 cards. So the first one is your regular card, just like that. Then she took another card, okay, and this is the score line that's in the middle. She measured 1 inch on each side and scored it. Then she set this so that the score lines are going to match up when the card is closed, but she folded along these 2 score lines into a valley fold, as you can see. So here's the first card with the valley fold. Then here's the second card with a mountain and 2 valleys. So when you attach these, as you would, like so, you're going to get a step in the middle of your card. Very easy. Now, when stamping was earlier, you would cut this piece and glue it in and kind of watch those pieces that were attached. But I think doing the full card just makes it so much easier. And let me go back to what she did right here. So she has glued them down, as you can see. And then she put her pattern paper, again, this is from Sparkling Season, there, the same piece here, and a small piece on each of the 1 inch risers, okay? Then she was ready to do Santa and the moon and everything else. So the trees, multiples along there. We've got a little cottage. And Santa is, boy, he's really just going high there with the reindeer over the gold moon. And then 'Tis Time to Sparkle. That's one of the cutouts from the paper pack. How fun. Now, I do have to tell you that when I first saw this die as we were designing it, my head was around making this silver, maybe using it out of the silver ripple or the silver metallic cardstock. And Debbie didn't do that at all. So I offer that as an idea. You can see what you're going to do with it. But just so much fun. And I'm very happy to report that even though those are very detailed cut, they're pretty sturdy. So you can see in all of these. Oh, by the way, to get those sparkles in the back, Debbie attached the coconut crystals. And so these are clear. And so it's just giving you that sparkle in the back. Isn't that fun? You really saw it when I opened up the card, didn't you? Just, wow, okay. So you have ideas, my friend. This is all It's Santa, and we're getting it to you early enough that you've got time to use it for this Christmas season. Speaking of which, I do want to tell you that the shipment of these had a little bit of a problem. It's coming in a little bit later. We are expecting it later this week, so it will get rushed to you the moment it hits our loading dock. I know I've said that before, but you know, things are a little messy this year. So anyway, this is coming. It will get to your doorstep, and you will have ideas right there as always. And if you have the subscription, you will be getting that black cardstock. Speaking of subscriptions, here is the little flyer I have for you. We'll get in closer so you can see it. If you would like to get a delightful dimensional set of dies every single month, we just do 12 a year. By the way, they are only available here at paperwishes.com. So if you would like to subscribe, what happens is the first month you will also receive the basic crosshatch, and you will receive what we call the seasonal cutting die. After that, you will only get the seasonal, of course, because you only need this one once. And every month we are doing something obviously different, something seasonal, and we do them so that you have time to use them for whatever is coming up, whether that be Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, whatever. So that's the deal. By the way, you're going to save 10% if you have the subscription, so that's always nice. And you're going to get that free goodie every single month. So it will pertain to the projects that Debbie has made for us. So that's the deal. If you're interested, over on the right-hand side of the screen, also next to the Money Saver. So I want to thank Debbie. I absolutely love what she does, even though she didn't use my idea of the silver moon, but that's okay. I can handle it. She did do some absolutely striking things. And plus, you had a sneak peek on 2 paper packs that are coming up. So thank you, Debbie. If you are watching this on YouTube, we would love it if you would subscribe to YouTube, leave a comment if you like. We will certainly be looking at them. Then head on over to paperwishes.com. That's the only place that you can get these. And if you would like to do the Money Saver, it's right there. If you would like the subscription, it's right there too, on the right-hand side of the screen. I want to thank you for watching us. I want to thank Debbie for doing such an amazing job, and especially you for being part of our Paper Wishes family. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.